I just think that money is one of the last things people should like
worry about.
You know, when you're dating somebody, it's so many other factors that should come into play within that person before you get to how much money you make.
Thank you.
And if you put that first in all of the people that you're dating, you're never going to find anyone that way.
I love black men, so we make something work. But it's a conversation that we have to be very intentional, because not everybody is really comfortable with the fact that a woman out earns them. Some people are.
Wait, why do you date down?
To be completely honest, I know we've been having a lot of fun. That's not necessarily one of my priorities. Is I'm gonna get the money, whether you get it or I'm gonna get it. The money's gonna come. I'm not worried about that. Do I got somebody that I can rock with? And if I can rock with you and you making 20, I can rock with you. If I rock with you and you ain't got no car and you ride the mother trolley, shout out to the trolley. It's up. Because at the end of the day, if you know, like I know, when you get to these positions, you just need somebody that's gonna have your back.
Why don't more women have that mindset?
Lack of experience. They're just too busy going by what other people are saying, so therefore they're like, well, such and such going through this, I want the same thing. How do you don't know what everything that works for someone else is not going to work for you? We have to stop trying to keep up with other people. That what works for her. She probably went through the cycle of the other things, was like, that ain't it for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, let me get off of this pedestal that I think I belong on, and let me humble myself down a little bit.
Yeah.
And come back to earth just a little bit to understand, you know what? This is all right. I ain't got no problem with this. As long as my boundaries are met and we good and I can meet yours, then I mean, what's up? I don't see no problem.
Because everybody is making money. How much they making is, you know, it varies.
If you want to be in a relationship with Wells Fargo, baby, just say that.
Right. If you just want to bank, then
if you want to get Chase, go to the Chase Bank.
Right. But I just think that money, while important, like you should be able to sustain the lifestyle that you want to live on your own, is what I believe. But if you need to go out and find someone to achieve a certain type of lifestyle, then you already failing in the relationship. You're gonna end up with everything you didn't want. So you need to find the stuff that you actually want, and money will come.
You did all this to get a Chanel bag, and look at you, you're heartbroken.
Now you young Miami.
Chanel bag.
Now you young Miami. You about to be in a Rico charge. Now you Now they talking about you was on the plane with cocaine.
First of all,
I just feel like you made poor decisions here.
Yeah.
There were choices that you could have made, but you chose to be a city girl.
Yeah.
You chose to let that nigga pee on you.
Toilet in it.
You chose to let that nigga pee on you for some cocaine. Carisha.
Please.
I'm so disappointed in her, for real.
Allegedly.
For real.
Allegedly. Women are really out here doing all this to be like, I got this man to do this for me, but you are miserable. But you happy that you can show off this shit because you too busy trying to keep up with these other bitches.
Yeah, vanity is the death of happiness.
What works for them ain't gonna work for you, baby. I'm not selling my soul to the devil just to keep up with other motherfuckers. It's not happening. I would rather be home and boring than outside. I mean, I'd be home boring and happy than be outside, be crying in the corner in the club.
Right.
I want to go home. This party been going on for 10 hours. I'm sick of this. And he over there having the time of his life.
But the girls,
like, yeah, babe. No, I don't want
but
that.
they say they rather cry in the Maybach than in a Honda.
Right.
That's what they say.
Who is they? They need to shut the hell up. No, I'm not doing that.
And a lot of it is
give me the Corolla.
You said experience. Right?
I said experience. I think
and your answer was what?
You shouldn't place money first.
Okay, you shouldn't experience. Money need to come later. Okay, and mine probably would be if, like, ma'am, I'm gonna need for you to know who you are before you step out there. Like
I said, that if you don't have that self-love, before you
put yourself out there, you need to know who you need. Again, your boundaries.
Yes.
You need to know your expectations.
Yes.
You need to know, you really need to have a firm belief if you have a spiritual belief.
Absolutely.
And that also needs to be a conversation as well, because that's where some couples clash too, because they don't.
Why
you a Christian, you a Muslim.
Why would you go down
you,
on your own boundaries just to settle for some shit like that? But they do.
What? Okay, you being daddy.
But that's really
okay.
pussy digging. Okay. That's exactly the order. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, gotcha.
People in these boundaries, they are lacking of their own boundaries, and just to.
And baby, you need to know your triggers. You need to know and understand your triggers. You need to know and understand your traumas, and don't bring that shit to your next.
Now that's you. I think you expecting a little much with that one. That last little part, not being able, not taking your trauma.
Self-evaluation. You need to understand where you are,
but not taking your trauma to the next relationship is very hard for anybody. I don't think that that's feasible for most people, even people who are in therapy. Like trauma is something that follows you your whole entire life. You have to,
because maybe for her, maybe she was in a relationship with somebody that was doing much more than her, had the lavish lifestyle, but something was so deviant and just evil about them that she was just like, no, I've been in this lifestyle for so long and dealing with these assholes. Let me humble myself down a little bit.
What are you attracting?
And do something else, because I'm too busy wanting this, and it ain't really as fun as I thought it was.
I think the important thing is a mixture of what you guys are saying is know who you are, right?
Absolutely.
Try not to bring those things to the next relationship. But in knowing yourself, if your partner says you're doing something, don't reject it when you know that's in your that's in your DNA makeup right now.
Right.
What's in your makeup. So when people say let's fight the issue and not each other, don't take it so personal that you're fighting him now or her now instead of the issue. And I think that's what creates the issue in relationships, because I've been in relationships where I know that, hey, you didn't grow up in a two-parent relationship, you never saw a father submit to a woman while she submit to the man, and if I'm telling you this is how healthiness look like, and you don't have that experience, don't fight me on that. I'm not saying everything that I say is right, but what I'm saying is let's go with my blueprint instead of what you're trying to implement, because now we're going to have we're not having a meeting of the minds. So now we're going to always be in contention with each other. So if you do know, hey, I didn't grow up like that, maybe he has a little bit more experience, let me submit into that and see what he's talking about. Then you submit to that. I know I'm bad with money, babe, can you handle the finances?
Right.
I'm submitting to her now. So this relationships ain't about what I can get from it. It's what I can give. If I can always look at it as what I can give, and that person is doing the same, and I'm not keeping the score, and I'm not measuring it, and I'm not comparing it to what other people doing, then we'll be in our own little bubble like we supposed to. That oneness that we all really, really want from each other.
People that don't trust other people really don't trust themselves, in my opinion. Because if you're not able to trust someone else, you really don't need to be saying anything about trust. How can you say I don't trust? Do you trust anything about your own opinions? And I've heard folks like, I don't trust myself with that. Well, why is that? You should really self-evaluate that. That's the thing to really think about. I got a friend that really she found the accountability. She is dumb when it comes to picking men, and I'm happy that she said that. She was like, listen, I don't pick them right, but God's still working on me, and I'm trying to get better with myself to understand why I am picking these stupid men. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like one of the things is like,
because it's something within you.
It's always going to be.
Well, at least she's saying, why am I choosing these stupid men, instead of saying, why are all these men stupid?
Yes.
It's all a matter of perspective, and it's not like 40 degrees of separation. It's only like 1 or 2 degrees of separation here. And that's why I want to know from you ladies, what is it that you women need from us men? What is it that you need from us men in order for us to be able to live in cohesion, in harmony, in healthiness?
I don't want to say just the men to understand. I think we equally need to understand each other. Based on, let's say if I just say, hey, how you doing? And also body language is a thing too. We need to understand each other's personal spaces. We need to understand the trust factor. And it's one of them things where if someone tells you something and you like, no, if somebody tell you something, baby, they mean it. I'm big on, if I said it, I meant it. Mm-hmm. I might apologize for how it made you feel, but I'm not apologizing for what I said. Because I said what I said.
I said what I said, and I'm not changing on it. Okay,
I did it with an intent, because this is what's coming out of my heart. Mm-hmm. We have to have a better understanding of who we are first, though, because at the end of the day, I leave this earth with just me. Mm-hmm. And if I don't understand me more than I understand that man, what is the point? What is the point if I don't understand me? What is the point of me trying to get to know other people? You know, it just don't make no sense to me. Everything is within self-love, is within self-trust, and your own self-boundaries. I'm big on trying not to go over my own boundaries. And this might sound crazy to some people, I have a daily conversation with myself. Go, Danae, don't you do that shit. Don't do it today. That's fine. All right, let's go do. I'm trying to, like, right now, I'm being accountable for myself for going in the gym more. I'm being very accountable to that, because Lord, I'm feeling it to this day. So
you have to be purposeful.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the things you just have to make sure that it's the same thing with my marriage. If I'm going to be accountable with this, I'm going to be accountable with that, and be accountable with this, and this. I'm not going to be perfect, but I'm going to be damn sure try to make sure I did the job. That's big. That's what's big on me right now.
I think you should just believe people when they tell you it the first time. When they say it the first time, that's what it is. Folks will tell you exactly who they are without ever saying a word. You just need to watch. Also, like she said, it's okay to just take a moment to listen to understand. Yeah. Not everybody has the ability to convey their emotions in a way that can be, I guess, universally heard. So you have to be able to discern what they're trying to say if you want to live if that's the person you're choosing, should I say.
If I'm listening to you, I actually want to listen to understand you. I don't need to have
you don't always need to respond. Sometimes you just need to listen, accept, and then try and make change. But that doesn't mean that you need to be somebody's punching bag at the same time. Don't let people gaslight you into thinking that you're wrong.
And dump on you.
Let your feelings out. It's important that your feelings are always validated, no matter who it is or where it's coming from or what it is that they're trying to critique you on. And just everybody needs to just move in a way of love and understanding. I don't think people are doing that anymore. Folks are choosing themselves over everybody else now, and we're losing community because of it. So you need to make sure that when you're out and about, it's okay to hold that door for somebody. You know, he compliments you, say thank you, even if you don't want anything to do with them. You know, it's okay to just remember that you're in community, and it's not gonna be the end of the world to be kind.
Kindness will definitely get you further than you know.
Yeah,
I sugar over vinegar.
Sugar over vinegar, for sure.
Sugar over vinegar. I just really think that people need to stop being so loud. Be fucking quiet.
And I actually understood what you meant when you said it.
Immediately.
People need to being so loud. Like, it doesn't take all the
hoopla.
Thank you. You don't need you don't need to be theatrical. You don't need to be out there like that. If you can sit here and have a conversation with me as a person, and I'm telling you, these are my boundaries, my expectations, whatever. I need you to converse with me and reciprocate. I need to know what your stuff is too. Yeah. This ain't a one-way thing, so
again, the dumping on people and stuff like that. It's like, I'm doing a lot of talking. What about you? Now, what you got going on? What you trying to? I feel like you're trying to stir up,
right? And while they're talking, you need to be looking at them, watching them, pay attention to them. And you will know immediately
if they tell the truth or not.
If they tell the truth, and
because
if you want to be around that person.
Because what I have noticed that people will tell you something in a heartbeat, but their actions and the body language and facial expressions will be something completely different. Mm-hmm. And that is the veil that a lot of people fall in love with the potential of, mm-hmm. and they end up getting effed over.
Yes. That why.
You know,
people will tell you who they are.
Exactly.
They will tell you, and they will definitely show you.
Yeah, they definitely will. They'll show you the F up. But yeah, it's and again, listen to comprehend and understand and not be so combative. Ladies, that man ain't trying to attack you like that. And please understand that men go out here and they already have enough battles out here in the real world. We have our own struggles, but fellas, my baby was born with 3 strikes against him. He black.
Yep.
He lives in the South. Baby. Okay. And it's just like
you have a black boy in the South.
In the South.
Yeah.
So like I have to look at that and say, oh my God, he's gonna go through so many things that if I had a girl, she may not go through. But we have to understand each other's struggles.
You know, when you said stop being so loud, I felt that in my spirit.
Literally.
Because I've been saying that for the longest time.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you what, I'm like, why are women so loud? And I'm not just choosing women because I'm going somewhere where there's probably the bouncing ball. I'm like, why are women so loud right now? Now, I also, if y'all know anything about black get loud too. I'm very passionate, I'm spirited. Now, right. and I got to thinking that comes from maybe like when people try to overtalk you, because what happens with me a lot of times, I'll say like 4 words and the person will cut me off. Because they already stop me from going where I'm going. And then I got to get louder than them, right? So I feel like women are being loud now because they weren't being heard for so long, right? Mm-hmm. So now that we hear y'all, let's all, me included, let's tone it down a little bit, because a lot of the things that, you, like you said, the facial expressions and all that, most communication is nonverbal. So when people say this, communicating effectively and communicated is important, I'm saying we need to communicate competently. And competence means we have to look at everything, not just what's being said. We got to look at what's not being said, and also the body language, because you can learn more watching somebody versus what they say. Just like when it comes to kids, they watch more what you do more than what you tell them to do or not to do.